The Three Little Pigs, as told by Brandy Chase, illustrated by Triska Wasser. Once upon a time, there were 3 piglet siblings, 2 brothers and 1 sister. When they were grown, their parents gave them each a little money and sent them off to build homes of their own. Along the way, the siblings met a straw salesman. Said the first little pig, "Straw is very inexpensive. If I build my house from straw, it will be quick work. I will have lots of money left over and be able to play all day long." His siblings asked, "Are you sure that is a good idea? A straw house will not last long." The first pig replied, "When this house falls apart, it will be a snap to make another, and just as cheap." So the first pig made a house of straw, and his siblings continued on their way. The siblings met a man carrying sticks. Said the second little pig, "Sticks are more expensive than straw, but the house will still be easy to build. I'll have some money left over and most of the day to play." Her brother said, "True, a stick house is a better idea than a straw house, but it will often need repairs." The second pig replied, "When this house needs fixing, I will gather sticks off the ground." So the second pig set to work making a house of sticks, and her brother continued on his way. The third little pig met a woman selling bricks. Said the third little pig, "I would like to build a brick house. Is it easy to do?" The brick maker said, "Bricks are very expensive. It will take you many days and hard work to build your house. But when you are done, you will have a sturdy house that will last your whole life long." The third pig replied, "That sounds like a very good idea." So the third pig set to work making a house of bricks. Not long after, a big, toothy wolf knocked on the door of the straw house. Said the wolf, little pig, let me come in." Said pig 1, "Not by the hair on my chinny chin chin." The wolf did not like this one bit, so he stomped his foot and yelled, "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in." So he huffed, and he puffed, and he blew the house in. The first little pig ran away to his sister's house of sticks. The big, toothy wolf followed the piggy brother to the stick house. He knocked on the door and said, little pigs, let me come in." Said pigs 1 and 2, "Not by the hairs on our chinny chin chins." The wolf did not like this one bit, so he shook his fist and yelled, "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in." So he huffed, and he puffed, and he huffed, and he puffed, and he blew the house in. The first and second little pigs ran away to their brother's house of bricks. The big, toothy wolf followed the pigs to the brick house. He knocked on the door and said, little pigs, let me come in." Said pigs 1, 2, and 3, "Not by the hairs on our chinny chin chins." The wolf did not like this one bit, so he jumped up and down and yelled, "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in." So he huffed, and he puffed, and he huffed and he puffed, and he huffed and he puffed, but he could not blow the brick house down. The wolf had huffed and puffed and could huff and puff no more. He sat down under a nearby tree to rest. Inside the brick house, the three little pigs put their heads together and came up with a plan. "Yes," said the three, "we have a very good idea." The big toothy wolf was about to try again, but before he could say a word, the door opened. The three little pigs stood in the doorway. Said the third little pig, "What do you want exactly?" Said the wolf, "Well, I want to come in. I don't have any friends, and I'm lonely." The siblings looked at each other. They never expected to hear such a thing from the wolf. The first pig said, "It's no wonder you don't have any friends. You have very bad manners." The three little pigs did not let the wolf in that day. The big toothy wolf learned to ask politely before coming to visit. He gave up stomping, yelling, shaking his fists, jumping up and down, and huffing and puffing to get his way. It never really worked anyway. Eventually, the wolf and the three little pigs became friends. You see, just like a brick house, good friendships take time to build. Once you do, they're sure to last a lifetime.